I'll need help. Well, welcome to Livy Land. Welcome to Livy Land.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jolene and this is Livy Land. On today's video, we are going to be doing dicey decisions, and I will be continuing on with my story time of my life. But I will go ahead and so we are going to play in my A7 for my mini challenges, and then I do have my A6 that has a slightly different challenge in there. I'm not going to be doing some minis in there. I actually have a bundle, I guess we can say, that we are going to be playing in place of the A6 minis. So let's go ahead and open this and get it counted. Playing with a little bit more today. So I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And so I know that I do have enough money in here to complete all the challenges that are in here. So what I will do is we will go ahead and play them. I'm still going to roll the dice because this is dicey decisions. And but what I will do is, if there are any that don't get any love, any that I complete, then I will go ahead and put the money towards those ones, and then I have brand new ones over here to fill the envelopes with. So that's how I'm going to do it today. Let's go ahead and mix these in. Okay. And instead of, well, yeah, I'll go ahead and take these out. How is everyone doing today? So I am just getting back into the swing of things from being gone on vacation. I did post a recent video. Let's see here. I recently bought an iPad mini to record my videos on, so I'm hoping. So I have a slightly different setup because I had to get a different tripod. And so let's see here. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so to get story time started, where I left off last time was I had shared with you guys that my husband, after having his double bypass surgery, he got moved to the ICU, and I was able to go in. Even though it was COVID, I was able to go in and see him, and I had shared with you guys that I got to experience him while newly pregnant. Got to experience him getting the catheter pulled out, and I let him know very quickly to remember that pain, because I may have some unkind words coming out of my mouth when having our child. So he stayed in the hospital for 9 days, and then he was able to come home. And when he got home, he was only home for 1 day. I actually had my first ultrasound appointment, but because he was just out of the hospital, he did not get to go with me. So my sister actually went with me, and the plan was for my brother-in-law to stay home with my husband while my sister went with me, and we were going to FaceTime so that my husband could actually experience the ultrasound with us. So the ultrasound that I was going to have was a transvaginal one, and so I was actually up on the table in the stirrups, and my sister could not get a hold of my husband or my brother-in-law. So my brother-in-law ended up calling back, and again, as I'm on the table, legs in the air, in the stirrups, my brother-in-law had informed my sister that my husband just got taken by ambulance. He was having some chest pain and couldn't breathe, so my brother-in-law had called 911, and so that they could come and administer aid to him. But I freaked out. The ultrasound technician was so nice, and she asked if we still wanted to proceed, and I said yes. I did want to proceed. So my sister actually recorded it so that my husband could watch it. But my husband's care team was standing by waiting for the ambulance to come. So he did have to stay in the hospital for another day due to the pain that he was experiencing, and ultimately he ended up being okay, but just as a precaution they did take him to the hospital, and they had him stay for one night just so that they could monitor him again, which I was very thankful for. And so he came home the very next day. And so fast forward a little bit, we did decide to do the testing where at, I think it was 10 or 12 weeks, the chromosome test that you can get done to test for, because I was considered a geriatric pregnancy. So we wanted to get the test to make sure that baby was okay, but also to find out whether we were having a boy or a girl. And I wanted a girl just because I knew the possibility of having her on my mom's birthday. Her actual due date was my brother's birthday in March. So I didn't want to do any kind of gender reveals. I didn't even want a baby shower. I'm just not that type of person. I just don't like attending baby showers, and I didn't want one of my own, but my family wanted to throw me one, a virtual one. This one got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's see here, because this will save a total of 45. So let's see how much total I have now. 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in, I'll go ahead and fill in this 8, and then it'll leave this, I'm going to end up completing it anyway, so I'll go ahead and fill in this 4 and leave the 8 open, but I'll end up completing this. So we're just going to go ahead and set it aside for now. Just put that up there because we'll have to come back to it, because this one is being completed today. So that's when I just wanted the doctor to call me, and for the doctor to tell us, me and my husband at the same time, whether we were having a boy or girl. So we found out that we were having a girl. This one only needs 2, so 1, 2. And I'm gonna set this money aside. So this one saves total of 25. So 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's fill this in. So found out we were having a girl. I cried because, again, I knew the possibility that I could have her on my mom's birthday, just because I could not go full term being diabetic, as well as being considered a geriatric pregnancy. So this one has been completed, and we'll go ahead and set this aside. Okay, and my husband ended up being on FMLA for 12 weeks while recovering. His recovery went considerably well, all things considered, especially because he had to be rushed to the hospital the very next day after being released. So I was glad that his recovery went well. As far as my pregnancy went, so this one got a whole bunch of money, but this one only needed $2 more because this is saving $20. So let me just grab 2 out of this stack that it got. So go ahead and mark this off. 2. So again, I should have 20 here. So 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we completed another one. And let me just move this forward and put these aside. Okay, so put that there. I'll put these over here. Okay, so with my pregnancy, I actually experienced no morning sickness. The first and second trimesters were they were a breeze. I didn't have any issues, and but the third trimester is when things started to be a little more difficult. But I was very sensitive to many smells. I hated the smell of any meat that was cooking. So this one's going to save me a total of 18, and I have 16 here, and this one actually got quite a bit of money. So I'm just going to grab 2 from here, put this money over here, and I'm going to color this in to complete this one. So I was very sensitive to the smell of cooking meat. So 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. This one is complete. And I actually got COVID while I was pregnant with Livy. And my only symptoms were I couldn't smell or I could not taste, but I was so relieved because, again, I was very sensitive to smells. And so it was nice for a month not to have that sensitivity. So this one has 20, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3. So I have 27 crossed off now. So 25, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is no 6 on here, but I'll go ahead and cross off the 4. And this is going to end up saving a total of, because I have not calculated it, so 9, 7, 8, 4, 12, 10. So it's going to save a total of 50. Mark that up here. Because all we have is 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3. So this one still needs 17 more. That's okay because we are going to be able to complete it with money up there. So I had COVID for, well, I had COVID for 10 days, I guess, is how long I actually had COVID for, but I could not smell or taste for about a month. I ended up parting ways with the bank I was working for, and got hired on with an awesome credit union. They hired me when I was about 7 months pregnant, just really awesome. But I had explained that my third trimester was pretty terrible. My swelling was really bad, especially in my legs, and my blood pressure was just all over the place. When I got pregnant, I had to come off all of my medication. This one actually only needs 3 to be completed because it's 10, 20, 30. And this has 27 right now, so I only need 3 to complete this one. So my blood pressure was all over the place because I had to go on a different type of medication, and I had to come off all my diabetes medication and go on insulin to help with my insulin resistance. And so during the weeks 34, 35, and 36, I was having to go to labor and delivery twice a week for the BPP testing, which is the ultrasound, and they check for 10 different things, and Livy basically had to pass 8 of the 10 things in order for me to go home each time. And so she would get 10 out of 10 every time. But when they would do the stress test, Livy did not like to, she didn't like it, but her heart rate wouldn't change, and so they didn't like that. So this one should have 30, so 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. So this one is complete. So that was not fun, having to go to the hospital twice a week, and because, again, of COVID, my husband could not go with me, so it was me going by myself all the time. And I worked up until, so I gave birth, I went into the hospital on February 12th. I worked up until February 10th, 2 days before I was set to go into the hospital to have Livy. And so I had so much swelling in my legs and feet and ankles that, so this was February, I couldn't get my feet into anything other than sandals, so I had to wear sandals in the snow. So this one's supposed to have 45, so again, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, so this one just needs 5 more. So I'll go ahead and count this again. 20, 30, 35, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so let's go ahead and color this in. So in the snow, had sandals on, had shorts on. I was just uncomfortable. Another one completed. And so we went really early in the morning because I had to check in at 5:30 in the morning. When we got there, I was told that my doctor was stuck in the snow. It was the worst snow day out here where I live in Washington on February 12th, 2021. And so my OB's partner came in and actually broke my water, started the Pitocin. I think I said this one needed 17. So we'll grab 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, and this one should have 50 now. So they started the Pitocin, and then my OB, prior to my scheduled time, had told me that if I wanted an epidural, to, once they broke my water and started the Pitocin, to immediately request it. And so I did that. So this should have 50, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Let's go ahead and cross the rest of these off. And so I did end up having quite a few contractions, but because I have a high pain tolerance, I was asking them if I was having contractions, and they're like, well, that's actually a pretty big one. But my doctor, my OB, eventually got to the hospital. These back in. So she eventually got to the hospital, and so I checked in about 5:30, well, at a little bit before 5:30, and around 11 a.m. is when my OB got there, and I was only dilated to 2 centimeters. Livy was not trying to come out. So shortly after my OB got there, she told me that they were taking me for C-section because I was supposed to give birth at 37 weeks, but I wheeled and dealed to do 37 weeks and 2 days so that I could have Livy on my mom's birthday. since Livy wasn't trying to come out and I wasn't dilating, they decided that they were going to evict her. So went in, C-section, everything went well. And then Livy was actually born at 12:15 p.m. She was 6 pounds, 3 ounces, and 18 inches long. I did have to be in the hospital for 3 days because of all the swelling I had in my legs and my blood pressure that was kind of all over the place. So I'm just replenishing these because I completed all of them in here this week. And I had those things on my legs that pumped the legs because, again, my legs were probably about 3 to 4 times the size as they normally are. So it was just, I was so uncomfortable. So we did eventually get to go home and went and did all of Livy's follow-up appointments and such. Let me make sure I have 6 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I only did 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll have to get 1 more. Okay. I'll do that off camera. So. But I'm going to go ahead and take these and we'll roll to see what I'm going to get. So at 2 months, Livy's pediatrician had discovered that Livy had a double hernia. And so she had to have surgery at 2 months old, but the hospital it was a children's hospital and they took wonderful care of her. The only thing that was kind of horrible is because she was so small, they had to, which I had to sign a consent for, but in order for them to start an IV on her, she had about 20 to 25 different pokes in her arms and in her legs. They ended up getting the IV into her left calf area between her shin and her calf. So this one got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and mark those off. We'll just make each of these rice bowls worth $1. So there's 20 on here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is one of my own. And as I count these over here, I'll say where these minis are from. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she only had to be, she didn't even actually have to stay the night in the hospital. We got to take her home the same day. So that was nice because she responded well. So this one didn't get any love this time. And so this one, and this new one that I put in, this is one by Angela with MSO Budgets, New Year, New Me. This one's gonna take a little while to complete. But I need to go on Ko-fi and get some more minis. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's by MariasBudgeting. So we'll mark off this 4. So we were able to take her home, and they actually were so kind. We had already had our tickets bought to go to Hawaii so that while I was still on maternity leave, my brother could meet Livy because she was the first grandkid. This one didn't get anything, but this is by Katie with the Fancy Dollar. This one didn't get any love, but this one is by Brittany with Beezy's Things. Hold on a second. My Livy is behind me getting angry about something. Livy, what's wrong? Bring it over to me, please. And I need to get one for here. 1, 2, 3, 4 this got. I already pushed it. Say hi to the people. Okay, I guess you're not going to say hi. Okay, let me get one out since number 6 got love and there's nothing in there. So let me just grab a mini here real quick. I thought I had grabbed 6 of them, but evidently I did not. So we're going to grab, here's Budget with Amanda. And I'll make each of these worth 2 because there's only a few each. 2, and we have 4, so we're going to mark off 2 of them. Okay, so they were able to get Livy's surgery done, all the follow-ups done, so that we could go to Hawaii. And so Livy took her first trip on an airplane at 3 months old to go visit my brother. That was her first trip to Hawaii. So we are done with this one. And I'm going to go ahead and put those into my debt pouch. Let's go ahead and count these up. So this is my new debt pouch. And that's just so that I didn't have to continuously destroy my envelope that I had. So at 3 months, Livy got to go to Hawaii. All right, so we have 50. Separate these bills out. And this was a freebie that I got from Savings with Grace when I had ordered one of the many cash trays that I had from her. And this one's by Katie with Fancy Dollar. So 45 here. Okay. And so Livy, actually, this is by Brittany with Beezy's Things. That's 30. So Livy had COVID on her first birthday. This is by Raylyn with the Remarkable Dollar. This one saved 18. We didn't know, and she actually didn't have any symptoms until after her party was done. But the strange thing is, 5, 10, 15, 20. This is by Nori with Norelli's Budgets. And that one is 30. But nobody else ended up getting COVID as far as I know. She was around a bunch of people because it was her first birthday party. But this one's by Angela with MSO Budgets. And that saved 25. Oh, there was my other one by Budget with Amanda. Hello, I knew I grabbed 6 of them. All right. So I should have 188 over here. I'm just going to go ahead and double check these. 25. Oh, let me write 20 on here. 20. 18. 30. 45. And 50. Okay, so I should have 188 over here. I'm going to set these aside because these will go into the little photo album I have to keep track of all the savings challenges that I am completing. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 10, 20, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And just need to get some more sort quick here. All right, I should have 38 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And now I forgot how much that was. So, because I need to write it on my tracker here for my debt pouch. And that was, whoops, 38, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 10, 20, 30, 20, 40, 60, 80. 188 going into the debt pouch. That's a good amount to start the debt pouch out with for July. I know we're halfway through July, but I'm a little behind on some of my videos. So, all right, so that's getting our debt pouch started. Put this to the side because I don't need that. And so this next one, so let me go ahead and finish up my story time so that I can then explain this binder and what I've got going on in there. So again, Livy had COVID on her first birthday. Nobody else caught it, not even me and my husband. So she is now a healthy, growing 4-year-old, full of attitude and sass little girl, which you guys do hear her in the background and throughout my videos. And I always say I do not apologize for that because this is my life. I do this on the side of being a mom, a wife, a full-time worker for a bank, well, for a credit union now, and I also have my Etsy shop, I do this YouTube, and I also have a part-time job. So I do this in between all of that, and so the life that is happening around me, behind me, here in my home, it will continue. I will very seldomly have a quiet background. So the last thing that I did want to note as far as things that have happened in my life up to this point is during COVID, during quarantine and restrictions with flying, unfortunately my husband's father passed away in Samoa due to cardiac issues, not COVID related, but because of the COVID restrictions, none of us could fly. So my husband has a brother. So my husband is one of 6 children. The oldest at the time, his sister, lived in Germany. And then his brother lived with us. Well, I technically lived with him and my husband. And then the next one down is his brother that lives in Pennsylvania. And then it goes my husband, and then he has 2 sisters that live in Samoa, 2 younger sisters. So 4 of the 6 kids could not be over there, as well as other family that's in American Samoa and throughout the country. So that was very hard. We did get to attend virtually, but it was just a very strange experience. I was able to be there for my husband and for my brother-in-law with losing my mom in 2014. So prior to my mom's death, I really hadn't experienced death really at all. And so I was fortunate that I kind of understood what my husband was going through. But it was very, very unfortunate that we could not go to for his final resting. And so, but it was a very nice service. Again, many of us attended virtually for the session. So, and now, you know, here we are today. I have been cash stuffing now for a year. My Etsy shop anniversary just came up. At the beginning of July, I opened shop July 1st of 2024. And my YouTube anniversary is not actually until September, but I have been doing the cash stuffing method since the end of May of last year. So, all right, so that's it for story time. Now I can just focus on, but if you guys have any questions, you know, about my life or whatnot, go ahead and drop those in the comments. If there are things you were, you know, hoping to learn about me, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop, you know, allowing you guys to get to know me through various things. I want to go back to doing like the this or that or would you rather type of things, but I did kind of want to get through, you know, my life story so that you guys could learn about me. So now in my A6 binder, I had finished all the challenges, all the mini challenges, except for one that was in this binder. I did not pull that money. I just kind of set that one envelope aside. But what I have in this binder is a bundle by Budget with Amanda. And this is her Disney Icon Savings Challenge. I actually saw this challenge on Budget with Gigi's channel. Her version though was little A7 envelopes that were made into like a booklet, into a binder, and they were envelopes. That version was not an option, so I just bought the ones that the challenges kind of came as these minis. And how I'm going to play this so I could include it within Dicey Decisions is I have 12 envelopes here, numbered, and I'm going to roll the dice, and that dice is going to tell us what ones we're going to play. And so this is money that I set aside. If you guys remember this little envelope that I kind of chuckled at, as I was on vacation, I kind of stashed some of the cash that I had into this envelope, and I came some money to play with savings challenges. And so I did swap out, so I didn't end up stuffing this many ones. I actually swapped some of the money out, so I don't even remember how much money I have here. So let's have a count and see how much I'm playing with for this. I just need to make sure that I am still recording, and we are. So all right, so we're gonna play with 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 7, 8, 9, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31. So playing with $131. And I don't actually know how much this is going to save. It doesn't say here, it says the amounts, but I wanted to kind of be surprised when we got to the end of it, so I have not totaled it up. So what I'm going to do, because I don't have a 12-sided die, what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate between rolling this one so that I actually have a shot at getting a number 1. So this die will represent 1 through 6, and then I will roll 2 die to get anything 7 and above. So if I end up rolling anything that is 6 or below, I will roll again. So hopefully that makes sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll this one first to see what number we're gonna get and what we're gonna play. So 4, I'm gonna go to the number 4. All right, and so this is Ka-Chow. And let's see here, we'll go ahead and do, I'm gonna grab a purple. Actually, no, we'll grab, I should have had my markers ready. Oops. Party foul. I'm gonna grab this blue one. And I'm gonna color in a 15. So I'll actually take the time to color in this. Normally I just cross out or I scribble, but let's see if I can stick to actually coloring. So we'll do 15 into this one. And just let me know if you guys want me to do like a Q&A type of video for Dicey Decisions. All right, so let's go ahead and do the double roll. All right, that's only 3, so I'm going to go again. So that's 7, because the Hello Kitty is the 1 with this die. Okay, so this one is Ohana. We got Stitch on here. And so we'll go ahead and grab, let's get the, let's go ahead and get the 13 out of the way. So 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll color in the surfboard. And this is Disney Icons, but when I complete it, because we are planning on going back, my brother had asked, 10, 11, 12, 13, asked if we could go back in March. That will be my nephew's first birthday. So I will be saving up for not only Disneyland, but to go back to Hawaii. And so I'm not sure if we'll end up going to Disneyland this next year or if in the next year after that. So we'll see. So this one might just end up going, maybe I'll split it between Hawaii and my Disneyland envelope. So 5. Okay, scare games. And so we'll go ahead and do 5. And I'll just color in. We're gonna color in the eyeball. So I'll grab 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now the double roll. That's only 3. And that's only 5. 8. Here to Snuggly Duckling. And this is all worth 5. I don't have yellow, but I have orange. So we'll do orange for the duck. Baby, what you doing, baby?
Doing something.
What you doing? Just writing on your stickers? Okay.
Drawing on these.
All right, so these are all worth 5. So that you guys don't have to watch me sit here and color in the whole duck. I'm just going to color in the little wing here for $5. And again, I'll do 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure they didn't stick together. Okay, now back to the single die. 4. Oops. So going back to Ka-Chow. Okay, and then we will do this other 15 just to get it out of the way. So do 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Should have 30, 10, 15, 20, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Okay, back to the double one. So that is 7. Back to Stitch with Ohana. So we will grab the 12 this time. Let's do different colors of surfboards. Okay. 10, 11, 12. So now 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Can I press the button?
I did not complete any challenges. You missed the button pushing. I'm not going to complete any challenges in this one. Because this one, we can't hit the button until I'm all the way done with all of them.
Oh, can I help you?
5.
Can I help you?
Not right now. Alright, so this one. Grab your fries off the counter. So I'm going to go ahead and do 10 on this one.
This big bag is mine?
No, one of the fries in there is yours.
What?
5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes, because I got myself some fries too. Ooh. So that's 7. Wow, Stitch really wants to take up the money. All right, let's do a pink surfboard. So we'll do 11. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one's almost done. Okay, back to the single one. So 2 under the C. And we'll go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's kind of messy. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let this dry a little bit. I don't want to ruin these envelopes. I'm going to roll again. 7. Ay, ay, ay. There we go, 9. All right, keep swimming. Nemo. Okay, so what do we have left? 10, 25. Okay, I'm gonna do 14 to get it out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And if you are still here watching, thank you so much. I missed cash stuffing, so I just wanted to enjoy playing my challenges. die. 1. So that is glass slipper. And we'll do 10. 10. Actually, let's do this. 8. So we'll do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have 8 left. So hopefully we land on one that we can do 8. Alright, last one, maybe. So 6. Is there an 8 on here? There is not. There is a 5. I don't think there's any that have. That one had an 8. This one has an 8. These ones that didn't get any love in the back. Is there an 8? Am I above cheating as far as this goes? No, I am not. I don't want to have IOUs, so sorry if you guys don't like this, but I'm going to go to the back here for these ones that got no love, and I'm going to fill in this. On Adventure Awaits, there's an 8 here, so I'm going to grab that 8. Let's do this purple. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I'd say that got dispersed. So 12 got love, nothing in this one yet, nothing in this one yet. 14 there, 10 there, 10, 20, so 36 in that one. That one was supposed to be played, but there was no 8, so I skipped it. That has 15, this has 30. Nothing in that one, 8 in that one, and 10 in that one. And so we did not complete any, so I don't have to fill in any of those just yet. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. And again, if you made it to the end, thank you, thank you. Thanks for listening to my, the rest of my life story. If you haven't already, please comment, like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.